I wish I could sleep, because Angelica was telling me, comment section, do you ever sleep? And my reply to her is, uh, well, only if you knew, if you understand why I don't sleep. Yeah, uh, yeah, I don't sleep. So I'm not confused, right? I know the title says I am confused, but I am not. Let me tell this to you, Taz, because see, I see you trying to call me out. So let me help you out, Taz and Nyla. My issue is basic and simple. Now I said this on my last live stream, but I'll say it here again because I noticed you offered me a challenge tonight, and if I don't return to tonight, I'll say this to you this morning. The thing is, um, outside of your obsessive nature towards Priscilla, the Queen Maker, what's going on, Verbal Assassin? Yeah, yeah, I'm dealing with some issues right now. Even though things are good, it's still the after effects. I'm still, you know, something. There was a health scare, and um, yeah, I'm still unsettled. Even though there's good news, great news, but it's still my heart and my soul is still bothered. But anyway, um, I gotta say this now, Taz. Do you really know why I said I am confused, but I am not confused? You see, I understand why you're taking the path that you are because you said you are the defender of black women, and I get that. And then though you felt betrayed by these same women, and I can sit there and say I fully understand that because some of these women only want you to be the, the crash test dummy rather than helping you to defeat the opposition. I get that, and that's part of the reason why you're going in on Priscilla. Okay, so my issue is not everybody. My issue with you is not nobody else's issue. My issue with you is not DOD's issue. My issue is not what's name's issue or Black Woman Sphere's issue with you. My issue with you concerning this problem or this event, I should say, is that if you want to destroy or want to stop what's going on Black YouTube, you have to address the Black manosphere problem. Okay, and you sitting up there, you and Nyla sitting up there with Obsidian. That's where I'm looking at you sideways because the point is, if it wasn't for the Black manosphere and these Negroes coming online saying a whole lot of garbage, you wouldn't have to deal with a Priscilla. You wouldn't have to deal with a Cynthia G. You wouldn't have to deal with we wouldn't have to be dealing with all this foolishness now if the Black manosphere had not exist. See, when if you knock out the Black manosphere, right? If you just take the black manosphere and wipe them completely off the table, I think this space will self-correct. And you know, and yes, in the next 2 months after it happened, yeah, the divestors would stab each other in the back. Women from the BWE would fight among themselves. Um, you know, these guys who are panders like DJ Torch and Mary Brown, they would get cast to the side, and nobody would make money off of the pain and suffering of boys and little girls. See, I believe in the domino effect. You knock out the manosphere, the rest of these stupid groups out here, these racial, these gender warring groups will cease to exist within the next three months. That's how I see it. And and, and I know what you're gonna say. Well, Big, how do you know? Because it happened before. Okay, it happened before. When Chris and Karazhan, when Chris and Karazhan, the Pink Pill women, left YouTube for 6 months, guess what happened? The manosphere broke up into three different factions. The women who were left over, they got they got been blown to smithereens. If you get rid of the main focal point, the rest of it will fall in line. You now what Priscilla is doing? She's gathering up a coalition of women, and I'm not talking about black women. See, Priscilla is gathering up a a multitude, an alliance, a coalition of women, white, black, you name it. Because I see her on the other sectors of YouTube that are not black, and that's driving Anger Man crazy. That's why Anger Man is crazy right now. They're going to eliminate the black manosphere, and they're going to use the white woman to do it. Let me say this again. Princella is going to use white women to play the Karen role to get rid of the black manosphere, and it's happening. I said let it happen so it can be dealt and done with. But you sit there with Obsidian when Obsidian's folks. Now I know you was in the comment section on Baller X and you said, "Well, Obsidian never disrespect your wife." Okay, that's fine. And far as I know, he did not disrespect you or your wife. However, old man's crew did. Old man's team did, and old man did not sit there and tell them to back off either. Far as far as I know, I could be wrong, but they got to get up and out of here. All right, the manager got to go now. They outlived their usefulness. You know, and that's basically that I have to say. You know, it's gonna be you know, who cares if Priscilla is a lesbian? The only reason why Negroes are mad that she's a lesbian or she talks about lesbianism is because they think a woman's body, they think they're entitled to a woman's body or any woman's body because these guys still are still angry about um they're still angry about what happened to them when women reject them. Good looking women reject them. Now imagine if good looking women that are bisexual or lesbian that take them out the game. That's what they're scared of. Well, some of them are scared of because they got nowhere else. That'll mean they'll have to either change themselves or find better ways to communicate with women or a graphic find a better way to find pleasure in a more alternative way. And no, I'm not saying being gay either. I'm saying either go out of town or stop worrying about Keisha and be more about focusing on their fulfillment, personal fulfillment. Um, you see, in my objective against the Black Manosphere is they're turning young men um, of all races into a bunch of maniacs, sexist maniacs that will target girls who have nothing to do with their current problem. So, um, so yeah. See that this is how I see it. I see it as I see the manosphere as in the way of human progress, especially in Western society. So there is a reaction, then there is an opposite reaction, and once you stop the reaction. If you stop the action, then maybe the reaction wouldn't be as great. Kind of like hitting a some things we do with them balls. You just one ball hit a roll of balls, and the last roll of balls, the one go. It's kind of like that. The transferring of energy. I mean, it's time to put it into this imagination. And Google got rid of Fresh and Fit. Google got rid of Dennis Sperling, Cynthia G, your girl, and Paris Milan is Google is getting rid of people right and left, and it has nothing to do with any of the content creators who are flagging. Content creators are not the ones flagging the channels. It is Google itself because they're tired of it. And I gotta say something though. And Taz, you call yourself B1, right? You, Nyla, Renaissance Woman, so forth. Or call yourself, trying to create a new black media. Well, y'all are squandering creating a black media because in order to have a black media, you have to have um, some level of trust among the population that you're trying to, or the demographic that you're trying to attain. So, but back to the point, yeah, I am confused, but I am not confused, and it seems to me that all this is just one big grifting move, a grift job. So anyway, let me I got sleepy. I got sleepy now. Hold on. I'm gonna take my ass to bed. Listen, hey, listen. I already know that. But guess what? I'll be there tonight. I'll be there tonight. All right. I'll be there. I'll be there tonight for it. You know. But right now, just in case I don't show up tonight, this video will serve uh as a preemptive response, and I stand by what I said. See, niggas need to understand that there is a reaction and then there's a opposite reaction. If y'all really want this to end, well, guess what? You have to target the main person, or should I say, the main group that started all these problems. You get rid of that group over there, or slow them down. Then, like the rest of it, these divestors, these BWE, those stupid idiotic BWEs, they wouldn't exist. Take out the manosphere, rest of the crew, the rest of the people will fall to the wayside. Nobody gonna make money off the pain of other people. And I stand by what I said. Taz said he's the GOAT. All right. Well, he's the GOAT. I mean, I'm not going to dispute that. If he thinks he's the GOAT, then he's the GOAT. I'm not going to dispute all that. You know, um, stand by what I said. See, a lot of people are getting upset of what I said the recent weeks. I wonder if they I wonder if they um I wonder if they're mad because I know the game. You're not there to stop. You're not there to prevent. You're there to exacerbate the problem so people can make clout or money off of it. So anyway, um, I stand by what I said, and yeah, I'm gonna take my ass to bed now. So anyway, let me see what's going on in the chat room. All right then. All right then. Yeah, of course, mate. Of course, people aren't thinking. Well, Princella's not is not a threat to me. She's not a threat to me. So I don't see her as a threat. You know. Now Cynthia, on the other hand, in a way she was. In a way Cynthia was, but she no longer became a threat because Cynthia was going to peter out anyway. Soul provider said pain is an evergreen seed in the dating industry. Unless everyone find happiness, the space will still be created on social media. Well, you're right. You're right. In some, you're right, and they need angry people. Doesn't matter where you at. You know, I'm looking at this white dude named Roadrunner. I'm looking at that chat room last night. He need angry black women, women who are angry at black men to feel so he can feel good about himself because he made the right choice of marrying a black woman. Talking about black men don't want to compete with white men. I see. I'm becoming very, very jaded. You know, and I called his ass out though about that whole, that meme. He's trying to run. He's trying to run away from that meme he made. You know, but yeah, he wouldn't exist if the manosphere ceased to exist. He wouldn't exist either. Because the women who come on this channel, they're butt hurt, they're angry, they have trauma, whatever the case may be. They need to go to therapy too. Priscilla's uh fans need to go to therapy. Those who are in the hardcore, like that one woman that was on Daryl Long's live stream. She needs therapy, not you two. And you Negroes, y'all need therapy too. Yes, you do. I don't want to hear, a therapist just got women in it. No, no, you need therapy. I don't care. You need therapy and get that off your chest because the thing is you're not only killing yourself, right? You also planting the seeds of discontent and disorder uh, around you, and it's haunting everybody else. If you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, then again, I mean, but people did say, "Well, Big J, you changed from the past 10 years." Yes, I have. But I was warned back in 2018 because there's money involved. None of this is going to be solved. The gender war will never be solved because money is now involved. Back then, it used to be a set of problems, a set of issues. You know, now it's just endless of buffoonery. So let me see who's in the chat room here. Yeah, yeah, they are. Um, they won't face their problems. And Lewis, thank you for saying that earlier this morning in the comment section. You know, yeah, somebody need to tell. Hold on. She said, "Why all the women had the trauma, and men though? Men do have trauma. I mean, geez, you got Obsidian, the nigga still traumatized by a high school prom date. I mean, you got Ever Anderson, he's still traumatized by his late mother. You got Anger Man, he's traumatized by his first baby mama. So he says. Let me add a caveat. So he says. But who's been benefited from all this? Google. You know who's not being benefited from it? You. But yet the y'all Negroes get on channel, get up on here and sound like AJ ain't seen red and say, "We need our voice out there." No, you don't. No, we need to return to a certain level of normancy, because this is getting out of hand. What's going on is getting out of hand, and now they are destroying these channels, and for good reason, because there's no more, because the because there's no blood in that turnip. That fruit is no longer worth the squeeze. Every podcast have to do with, oh, what's your body count and all that foolishness. Come on. They're getting rid of this. They're getting rid of all this foolishness. And it's about time. And people have been begging for this for about 4 or 5 years now. People have been saying, "Hey man, it's time for this. We need to end all of this." They're kind of late. So anyway, you know, yeah, 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 yeah. If you talk to a city about his high school date in 1980, what was it, 86, 86, 87? Oh yeah, he went off. He goes off on that. So I'm gonna take my ass to bed. You know, it's been a stressful week for me. Um, my plans has changed in my personal life. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm just having a all this week has been, well, the past couple of days I should say, has been very stressful, and I'm glad though there were good, great and good news, but still I'm still shaken by um, I'm still shaken. So anyway, let me get on off of here. Y'all have a good night or good morning, I guess. Peace, y'all. I'm out.